Right, sorry about that. We microphone now. So welcome to today's stream. It's going to be on paper. What's coming up on paper 2? We're going to look at the algebra section. Focus on simultaneous equations. So if you download the notebook, see I've got a whole series. I've got them doubled up because these ones I've now deleted all the answers from. These have got the answers on. But for the purpose of the live stream, obviously, go at the questions and I'll go through them, and you can do that. I'll be doing simultaneous equations and functions. I'm probably going to look at the proof type problems as well for today. And these are the ones that are most like definitely simultaneous equations going to come up, definitely functions going to come up. I really think there'll be a proof question. The rest are likely to come up, but not guaranteed. Okay, because there's a wide variety. So I'm going to go do the definites today and look at those. So let's just start off with a simultaneous equation question. And I'm going to 2 minutes to have a question. Right, so that should have been time to have a go. 3x plus background. That's okay. So 3x plus 2y equals 15, and we've got 10x minus y equals 2. So if we double this, the y's will match. So we'll call that a and call that b. So we do 2 times a, and we'll get 6x y equals 30. And therefore, if we add these two together, the y's will cancel. So we get 16x, no y's, 2. So x 2 if you divide by 16. Put that back in. X equals 2. Let's put it back into here. So we get 6, y equals 15. And then we get 2y, take away 6. 5. So we get 5. Right. Now, basically, the simultaneous equations are all going to be very, very simple. Practice lots. Go to the other sheet at the top of the OneNote. They'll have answers to practice them. Essentially, just remember, signs are different. You're going to be adding the equations to cancel, like I did here. Right? If the signs are the same, then you're going to be taking them away to cancel. That is a key thing. But there's a tricky one that came up a couple of times. Develop your own simultaneous. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to have a go at this. How you get on with it. Okay, so that's plenty. So what you're going to have to do here is you are going to allocate y's unknowns. We know the length here, width, but we know the length of any tile or the width. We know they're all exactly the same. I'm going to call the length of each x, y. So we can see that this 2x long plus y is also this end y, and that must be equal to 67. Get 2x plus y equals 7. And then I've got a y here and a here, and we can see the same across the top. And we can see we've got 4x plus y 3. So we've got exactly the same y's. So, and we've got plus signs. So remember what I said about if the signs are the same, we take them away. So take the top one away from the bottom one, 2x away from 4, 2x. And do 67 away from 123, 7 away gives me take off 3. 2x plus y 7. Take the 6 off the 6, get 1. And what we can do, I'm not convinced of my mental arithmetic, so I'm just going to check that answer. You always check all simultaneous equations by equation. So we've got 4 times 20 plus 20, that equals 80 plus. Oh, x is 20. Get these feelings when you've done as many as I have. There's a mistake. And it was here when I doubled half this. 8. So I should get 56 divided by 2. 8. Therefore, times this going to get. Realise that mistake. So if that's 56. Okay, take 5. Right, let's move on and proof type problems because they're the next level up. Okay, what you'll notice is, go back to the simple equations, very top. I put the question number where these come up. So these equations tend to come up in the first 10 questions. Proof type questions. Now this is interesting. It's scattered all over the place in difficulty level. So okay. So you got 5, 21, and 12. So they could be medium or hard. So that's why I wasn't really going to make this an asterisk question of the spread difficulty. It's not all got to do the level 21 question. We'll have a look at those two. Look at the first one. Look at the 5 mark. 5. 1 minute to about that and come. Okay, so look at this. So you've got n squared plus n plus 5. And Ali thinks that the value of e will be prime for any whole number value of n. Well, there's obvious way where he won't be. If you make n equal 5, then you've got 5 squared plus 5 plus 5. So you've got a common factor of 5. You could take 5 out as a factor. Left with 5. Example, 5 times 7. 5 and 7. So therefore, by putting in 5, and there's plenty of other numbers. This is anything that's 5 will. Okay, so that's simply say something. I haven't written down all the detail in my answer. Okay, so therefore, it's not true. I've written enough evidence. I would get the mark. Okay, now this is the tricky question. Have a look at. I'm not going to give you a lot of time to do it because actually, if you can do it, Okay, so let's show that this. I think the best way is to multiply out the left, because start off by writing out what one side equals the other side. So the left hand is going to equal, multiply out the first pair of brackets, x by x. Then you can do your FOIL on this. First two things, outer two things, inner two things, last two x. And we can see that cancel. Just x. Now I want to prove the difference between a whole number, and this is the easiest part. I mean, this is what you got to do on the questions 21, 23. Is pick up the odd easy mark that does occur occasionally in the questions, and this will be the easy mark. This one, you just got to think a little bit more. Now you've got x plus minus 1, and you've got x plus. Now if you put them in a different order, you've got x minus 1, x, and x plus 1 are 3 consecutive numbers. Therefore, one must have 3 as a factor. Another have 2 as a factor. So if one has 3 as a factor and one has 2 as a factor, then the product, i.e. all three things multiplied together, product means when you times all three together, product must have 6. Therefore, it's 6. Okay, so it's all about how you lay out. Right, there's another little proof type question. Again, that one now. Video. So go in and have a look. Check your. Anytime you do a question and you can't do it straight away on your own, the file that you make sure you it off. Next day, can't just process how to do the. So let's look at some functions. Question of bits. The first bit, which you know what you'll do, so we'll put Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to find f of minus 7. That means find f of minus 7. Everywhere there's an x, we're going to replace it with 3 times. 3 times minus 7 is minus 21. Minus 5 is minus. Divide by 4. So express the inverse function f minus 1 in the form f minus 1 of x. Okay, there's 2 ways to do this. I'm going to use the most general way. Always works, no matter what type of function. Let y equals 4. Then you make x. So we're going to get 4y equals 5. Add the 5. Y x divide by 3. 3. We can't write this as our inverse function. Y, remember, it's f minus 1 of x equals. So we replace the y with x again. 4x over 3 becomes our inverse. Now the next section we're going to do, find fg by f of x. We'll make we'll think. Okay, so here we're going to do find f of 3. So that means we need to do the g of 3 first. Okay, find what g of 3 is and then put it to g of 3 equals square root of 3. That's 90 minus 16, so that's 4 when you square root it. Now we want to do f of 4. F of 4, so we're going to get 3 times 5 is 7 to 4, or 1 and 3. Okay, which values cannot be included in any domain of G? Now, when you get a question like that, it's asking you what ones will work, what ones won't work in this. Now, you can't square root anything that's negative. So therefore, we can't have 19 minus x less than 0. Can't have that. Therefore, 19 can't be. So x can't be bigger. Either 19 less than greater than 19. Either of those can be included. Cannot be included. If it says what can be included, then second I did that the right way around. That's less than can't be included. Positive thing. Therefore, x is less than 19. So you'll get a positive. Good tip. The other time, when you've got something along the lines of no matter what's on the top, matters what's on the bottom. Okay, can't have this. Therefore, let's just say that was 2x. 2x work. 2 minus 3 not being the can't divide a fraction. So those are the basic methods you know. You need to put a number in, find an inverse. You need to know how to composite function, combine two functions. Do the one that's closest to the number, then put it into, and then this is how you the square root. All the rest of these questions have various things really not right at the end. Okay, this is for 100%. Getting close to exam level 9 type people. Very few people. But I've left it up. I think I even put it. There's some functions questions. Go out with answers. Look at.